Canada's energy revolution and its global implications. Canada is a vast energy powerhouse in North America, rich in oil, natural gas, and minerals. Historically, it has served as a reliable energy cushion for the United States. However, recent protectionist policies from Washington, particularly tariffs imposed by former President Donald Trump, have pushed Canada to diversify its energy trade, focusing more on European and Asian markets. This shift could significantly impact the U.S., as Canada is its largest energy supplier. Canadian heavy crude oil is crucial for U.S. refineries, especially those tailored for heavy oil, while Canada also provides the bulk of natural gas and electricity imports to the U.S. More than 50% of U.S. oil imports come from Canada, and nearly all natural gas imports as well. Turning away from the U.S., why Canada is exploring new markets. Trump's imposition of a 25% tariff on Canadian goods, including 10% on oil, disrupted one of the world's closest free trade relationships. Canada responded by seeking greater trade diversification. The goal: increase non-US exports by 50% by 2025. The European Union, Canada's second-largest trading partner, is a key focus. The Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CTA, signed in 2016, offers Canadian businesses preferential access to European markets. The deal eliminates most tariffs and facilitates government contract bidding across both regions. However, ratification has been slow, facing opposition from various EU countries due to concerns about corporate influence, food safety, and national sovereignty. Brexit also complicated matters, but Canada and the UK have agreed to temporarily follow CETA rules until a new bilateral deal is finalized. What this means for the US. If Canada increases exports to Europe and Asia, the US may face higher energy prices and reduced bargaining power. Canada's diversification efforts aim not only to increase exports, but also to drive domestic growth, innovation, and investment. Strategically, Canada remains essential to US energy security. Integrated pipelines and electricity grids mean the two economies are tightly linked. Canadian oil helps stabilize US energy prices, while Canadian electricity powers millions of homes and supports high-tech industries. Canada's global energy role expands. Canada is not just looking west. Its natural gas is also well suited for export to Asia. 6 liquefied natural gas (LNG) projects are under development on Canada's west coast, including LNG Canada's Phase 1, expected online soon. These projects could give Canada an export capacity of over 6 billion cubic feet per day, placing it among the top 5 LNG exporters globally. Canadian natural gas already accounts for 9% of US consumption and could help meet expected shortfalls as US energy demand surges due to data center expansion and growing AI infrastructure. Canada's strategic importance to the US-Canadian electricity plays a critical role in keeping US energy costs low. Projects like Hydro-Quebec's new power line to New York will supply 20% of the city's electricity needs, potentially saving $17 billion over 30 years. With over 30 cross-border transmission lines, Canada is deeply embedded in US energy infrastructure. As the US races to meet growing electricity demand, especially from data centers expected to use 12% of US electricity by 2028, Canada's stable, clean power becomes even more vital. Conclusion: a shift in global energy power. Canada's energy pivot is more than a trade decision. It could alter global energy balances, weaken US energy dominance, and make Canada a central player in supplying Europe and Asia. For the US, maintaining close energy ties with Canada is not just practical, it's essential for economic and strategic stability.